This is DANIE'S, my AI chatbot that lives inside of my course and community. How do I find my niche? How do I sell a course with no following? Why am I struggling with imposter syndrome? DANIE'S can answer my students 24/7 and it knows my course inside and out, maybe even better than I do. But is it actually worth it? In this video, I'm giving an honest review of setting up a chat-based chatbot, and I'll also do a quick step-by-step tutorial of how I set mine up so that you can do the same and in literally one day take hours off your plate while making your course 10 times more engaging. What's up, it's Danny, your guide to impact and income online. Okay, let's get started. Before I get into the chat-based tutorial, I want to first talk about why I chose chat-based over other AI chatbots, because there are a plethora out there. And if you're like me, you don't want to have to test all of them. And so I had 3 non-negotiables when it came to picking out a chatbot. Number 1, it needed to live in its own space. I could have built out a custom GPT like in ChatGPT, but that would have involved my students clicking out of my course and going to ChatGPT and then having to pay for a ChatGPT plan. And I didn't like the idea of that. I wanted it to be something that could be in its own space where I could easily embed it into my community so that students did not have to leave. It was all in one ecosystem. Number 2, it needed to work for an online course, not just basic customer service support. A lot of the AI chatbots I looked at were really geared toward answering like basic buyer questions. I was looking for an AI chatbot that could speak more in my own voice, and I wanted it to be able to answer in-depth questions on my course materials. Number 3, it needed to be super easy to set up. So I didn't want to look at any code, no developer jargon. I wanted to be able to input my course curriculum and have it all set up in like one day. And so after reviewing loads of AI chatbots with those 3 criteria, it came down to 2 different softwares for me, Chatbase and Botsonic. For me, these 2 softwares seem super similar, but the only way that I could actually be sure what I'd like better is to build an AI chatbot on both of the platforms. So unfortunately, I did that so you don't have to, and I built an AI chatbot not just on Chatbase, but also on Botsonic. And I input all of the same materials. Once I had them built out and I asked them both the same questions, honestly, Chatbase just had better answers. And I'm not sure why, because they should do the same thing. And I was running them on the same LLM model even. And if you're like, I don't know what that means, don't worry, we'll get into that in a second. But Chatbase definitely came on top when it came to the quality of the answers. The system as a whole just felt a lot easier to use. And even just a look of it, it felt like a bit more of a premium experience. I really liked Chatbase's look in my community much more than I liked Botsonic's. And that makes a little bit of sense when we get to the pricing. Chatbase is $40 a month and Botsonic is $16 a month. So Chatbase is obviously the pricier option. And I will say they're pretty comparable, but for me in the end, when I break down the monthly costs and the value it is to my community students, I think it's just so worth it. So in the end, I chose Chatbase, but if you're on a budget, Botsonic, I also think you'll be super happy with it, and how you set them up is going to be pretty similar. For me with Chatbase, I am on the $40 hobby plan, and that gives me 600 credits a month, which means like essentially 600 student questions a month. And if I need more than that, I can pay an additional $40 for another 1,000 credits. So you're looking at anywhere from like $40 to $80 a month. With Chatbase, I found currently that I only need to be on that $40 plan. That being said, I have free trials to both Chatbase and Botsonic that you can find down in the description box below. Currently, my word and choice goes to Chatbase, but I honestly think you can't go wrong. Now you know why I chose Chatbase, but how do you actually set it up? Is it truly that easy? Let's take a look. I want to take you through a quick Chatbase tutorial, even so you can just see what it actually looks like and some tips on how you can set it up in a day or less. Once you create an account with Chatbase and you use my affiliate link, help a girl out, okay? If you don't want to, that's fine. Still follow along. I got you. So inside of Chatbase, you can click into the playground area here on the left-hand side. This is where you can test out your AI and choose between different AI models. Note that the different models have different costs. I have found that GPT-4o works perfect for what I need. But if you needed something with more complex thinking abilities, you could choose something like Opus 4.6. But note that if you do, it's going to cost you about 5 times as many credits, and you're going to run out of credits 5 times faster than if you use something more simple like GPT-4o. If you click compare, you can test the models side by side and compare answers in order to pick the best model for your chatbot. Now, if you click over to data sources, this is where you actually train your AI chatbot. You can upload files, text snippets, websites, Q&As, and even Notion pages. In total for me, I uploaded 33 files, but some of these were pretty lengthy. Here's all the things that I uploaded to my AI chatbot that I think would be helpful for you to know for your own. I downloaded every single transcript from the videos of me teaching inside my course, and I put that into one Google document. For me, this was a little bit time consuming, but thankfully inside Kajabi, I already had all the transcripts, so I could go into each video and copy and paste them into the document. If you're not using something like Kajabi, you could easily do this in something like Descript. Descript is the best text-based video editor ever. If you don't know about Descript, watch this video next. It'll blow your mind. You're welcome. Then I also uploaded all of my course student worksheets. And pro tip, I recommend that you house these all in a Google Drive that's really organized. That way you can just download that Google Drive that has all of the files in it and upload that into Chatbase. I also uploaded the transcripts from my past 10 live coaching calls and put those transcripts into AI and asked it to decipher all of the questions asked and all of the answers I gave. I took AI's output on that question, put that into a Google document, and uploaded that to Chatbase. I also wanted DANI'Bot to be able to send my students links to my worksheets when they were asking certain questions. And so I uploaded a document that referenced all of the worksheets, the links to those worksheets, and what was included in each worksheet so that DANI'Bot understood when to send it and what was inside of it. That way, if someone types into DANI'Bot, hey, can you send me the Module 2 worksheet? Boop, DANI'Bot can answer with a link. This is an amazing hack and workaround to doing something like actions in the actions section where you can have it send buttons. You don't need to do that. Just create a links list and upload that as a document to your chatbot. Now, speaking of actions, in the actions section of Chatbase, I did include one main action, and that is if people are really struggling and they want more of my specific help, my chatbot will send a link to set up a paid one-on-one call with me. Now, of course, my students meet with me every single week, but in a group coaching setting, but I set parameters with this button of when it would be appropriate for my chatbot to send it over if someone's really feeling like they need more of that one-on-one support. Now, if we head over to settings, this is where you can set credit limits and also name your chatbot. For me, I just have one AI chatbot, so I don't need to split up credits between multiple chatbots. But let's say you did and you were on the $40 plan, you could split it where 300 of the credits goes to this bot and 300 credits goes to your other bot. Now, speaking of naming your chatbot, this is a really important step. And I spent a lot of brain power on this. And at first I was like, maybe I will name it Clyde. I have this fancy name whenever my husband and I say anything fancy. I always say that I'm Clyde Billingsworth. I have no clue where that name came from. And I'm a little embarrassed that I just said that out loud. But I thought maybe I'll name it Clyde because it's like this fancy AI bot. But then I thought, no, okay, most of us are building personal brands here. I'm going to call it DANI'Bot with a little unicorn next to it. I don't know. I just feel like that really fits the vibe of my brand. So I would encourage you maybe do your first name and then bot behind it because it's not you, but it's sort of like your AI helper for you inside of your course or business in some way. If you have better names in mind, I would love to hear them. Please include the best AI chatbot names in the comments below. I know that people really get a kick out of them, or at least I will. If you go with something like your name bot, I think that it's really cute and it shows that it's not you, but it's trained to be similar to you. But how do you do that? How do you train it to talk in a similar vibe that you talk and teach and coach? That's a great question. In order to do this, you go to the AI section of settings and you need to make sure you include base instructions for your chatbot. Essentially, you will tell your chatbot here its identity, what it can and cannot do, its role, and the vibe that you are giving it. This section here is exactly why DANI'Bot sounds a bit like me and not like the awful responses that I've been getting lately from ChatGPT. Is that just me? Now, in this section, I was so intentional about what I included and how I speak and the vibe I wanted to give it. And if you're like, Dani, I don't know what my brand voice is, I wouldn't know what to put here. What I would recommend that you do is take maybe podcast episodes that you filmed or record yourself teaching or take different videos of you teaching and get the transcript of those. If you can, at least 10 to 20 minutes of you speaking via a transcript into AI and Ask AI, hey, can you pull from this? What is my speaking style? Can you build for me a brand voice guide based on this that I can use to help instruct my chatbot? My only pro tip here is don't get too specific with how you want your chatbot to speak. Like at first, I gave it phrases that I use, and I found that Chatbase would then put in those phrases when it didn't work at all. It felt really icky. And so I gave it instructions of kind of the vibe I talk in, but not specific phrases I use unless you really want it to use the phrases that you use, and maybe sometimes in times that it doesn't feel appropriate. It honestly made the AI sound like it was really trying too hard, and we don't want that. I also turned the temperature of my bot to 0.2. Now, why did I do this, you ask? I did this because Chatbase's chatbot told me to do so. Chatbase's chatbot. Yes, that feels a little meta, but you can learn a lot from Chatbase's own chatbot within Chatbase. The Chatbase chatbot was really helpful in helping me understand what should go in each section, so definitely use this. It's a testament to their own product that this is really helpful, and their chatbot recommended that I put the temperature around 0.2. A lower temperature is going to keep your chatbot more closer to the training data that it was trained on, rather than being more creative and going off script. Now, huge pro tip, I use Chatbase's chatbot a lot, and what I would do is I would take the advice it would give me and then I would pull it into Anthropic's Opus 4.6, arguably the best AI LLM right now, or just AI model with higher level thinking. And so I would take it from Chatbase and I'd put it into Opus 4.6, and I would get more in-depth, just deeper, better answers. And then I would plug that into my Chatbase chatbot. 2 more quick features to just note. You can limit how often people can message so that nobody can just like spam your chatbot and take all of its tokens. Maybe you have a super needy client. Okay, maybe I turn on those security settings. We all have one, right? Just kidding. None of my clients are needy. I love you all. And if you got to this point in the video, I love you even more. Next thing, in notifications, you can get emailed a chat log of the questions that people are asking your chatbot every day. And this is super nice for staying in the loop of how your students and your chatbot are interacting without having to check it all the time or even every day. Okay, so now your chatbot is fully trained, but how do you actually deploy it into the world, into where you want it to live for your students? In the deploy settings, you have 2 main options. It can be a chat widget or like its own help page. A chat widget is the pop-up that shows up in usually the right-hand corner of a website. But for me, I didn't want an annoying pop-up within my course and community. I wanted it to be its own section that my students could click into. So for me, I turned on help page and hit manage. Quick side note, you can deploy your chatbot into WhatsApp, Instagram Messenger, email, which is super cool. There's a lot you can do with it, but we're just gonna keep it simple for right now and embed it into a page. Once you click manage, you can customize the whole page. I added my page title, uploaded a favicon, that's a little logo that shows up next to your website tab, chose my theme. I actually let my students switch between the light and dark mode if they want. I uploaded a logo and a hero images for both modes. And then I changed the hero text to say, "Hi, I'm DANI'Bot. How can I help you?" Because I thought that was super cute. I also enabled voice to text, which is a nice touch. Then if you click on AI and domain setup, the AI settings are the ones you already created. But under domain setup, you'll see a visit page button, and that's where you are going to get your link. You're going to copy this. Now, once you copy this link, you are going to go to wherever it's going to live. So for me, mine is going to live inside of my Kajabi community. So I go into my Kajabi, into my community, and I click this button and hit create new. Then from there, I create a custom page. Then I choose an emoji. Then I named it DANI'Bot AI Assistant. I pasted the Chatbase URL as the custom URL. And I gave access to all my community members, and then I hit save, and voila. My students can now, from the community, click DANI'Bot AI, chat and ask all the questions without ever leaving. How cool is that? I think it's crazy cool. It's already saved me so much time. I'm a little worried because I feel like I haven't gotten as many questions in my community recently, but that's because my students are asking DANI'Bot. So all the basic questions that I was answering before, I don't have to answer anymore. They ask me the in-depth questions that DANI'Bot couldn't answer. You need to do this. I'm telling you, it's going to save you so much time. It's so worth it. One more important thing that you need to know is, how do you check credit usage? You need to go and click on your chatbot's name in the top right corner. Then you can click usage. From there, you can see your credit history and how many credits you have remaining. This is super important to keep an eye on, especially when you're just getting started, to understand how much your students are using it and how many credits you're actually going to need. Like I said, for my community of about 20 people right now, I feel like I'm going to be really fine with just that $40 for now, but I do feel comfortable buying more credits and making it around $80 a month because I also know that having DANI'Bot allows me to charge more for my community. It adds value to it. So don't just see it as an added expense, see it as a way to increase your pricing. Now, most people would stop here, but we are not most people. We are going to take it to the next level and make our AI chatbot that much better. There is something inside Chatbase that I almost overlooked, and it turned out to be one of the most valuable things. The last thing I want to show you in this Chatbase tutorial is the chat logs. Inside of the activity section, click into chat log. Here you can see every single question that students have asked your chatbot. Every single one. It is fascinating. When I first started reading through these, I was like, oh my gosh, I realized there were a lot of questions that I didn't realize that my students were going to have or were trying to figure out on their own when we were not meeting. And so the cool thing about this is not only does it better help me serve my students in knowing what they're struggling with, but also I can revise my chatbot's answers so that next time it gets asked, it is based more on how I would actually respond to it. So for example, one question that got asked was about a 100% guarantee refund policy, and I hadn't put anything in my course curriculum about that. And so I was able to take its answer and revise it to my personal view about return policies, so I know in the future when it gets asked again, it's exactly what I would want to say. Also, I will be real, you really feel like a fly on the wall getting to read through your students back and forth with AI. It's so fascinating and such a better insight into knowing your ideal clients and students that much better. I cannot recommend building out a chatbot enough. But hold up, here's the thing. A chatbot is only as good as the curriculum that you upload to it, the data you train it on. And so if you were still trying to build out your own online offer, I would love to invite you into the Magnetic Course Blueprint, where I teach you how to go from idea to a profitable online course where you truly build impact and income and build out your own community. And so if that interests you, be sure to check it out down below. And I hope to see you on our next live MCB call every single Tuesday. And again, if this video was helpful for you at all, it's so helpful for me if you want to use one of my affiliate links for Chatbase or for Botsonic. I can't wait to hear your AI chatbot names in the comments, and I will see you next video. Bye.